back, everybody. Nice to have you with us. Jerome Franshoek up against Kraaifontein. This was another humdinger on the day. Also, same picture. Both teams knowing it's the last chance to make it promotion.
Yeah, it was. What a good game also. And as you say, it was the last chance, and the guys were definitely playing like it is the last chance, and it's going to go right to the end, and that's how the game went.
All right, well, let's take a look and see what Jerome is referring to. This is Franshoek against Kraaifontein. there we go. Franshoek and Kraaifontein, Jerome, another close game. Franshoek taking it 16-12.
Yeah, close game. And I mean, Kraaifontein was leading, but when Franshoek took the lead, they never gave it back.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a good game. It was also evenly matched up front. Franshoek, I must say, they're surprised with their pack of forward, so they scrum well. But it was like very even. But knowing Kraaifontein with their big pack of forward, so they handled that quite well.
So in result here, Faisal, is of course now Franshoek go through to the promotion relegation game.
Yep.
And that's this weekend.
Yeah, exciting game. Playing against SK. I think it's going to be a challenge. I think last 5 years or so we've had NNK that's been in that position. I think Franshoek has also been there. So who knows, maybe, I wouldn't say third time lucky, but I think, it's going to be an exciting game. I think the supporters of Franshoek, and you've got SK supporters and that there. It's going to be exciting.
Right, gentlemen. So before we go into our next matches, we're still going to take a look at UWC against Van der Stel. We've got Hamilton's against Durban. All that's still coming up. Let's quickly look at your playoffs then coming up this weekend. All right. So in the women's final, of course, we already know that Brackenfell came away with a win over Busy Bees and Belleville with a win over Elsie's. First game of the match is, of course, Belleville up against Brackenfell. That game starting off at 12 o'clock on Saturday. And then in Super League B, we see the first playoff, which is, of course, Goodwood up against Strand. And then the next playoff at 3 p.m. on Saturday is Franshoek up against SK Warmers. Faisal, so you've pretty much got a repeat of the last couple of playoffs and finals at City Park. A little bit more time for people to get to the field today, at least on Saturday. First game is at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, so like you said, a little bit more time.
Yeah.
I think from a fan perspective, like I said earlier on, you've got, SK, a lot of fans, Franshoek, Strand as well. So we're expecting quite a nice, decent, big crowd again. So I think the one thing is just a reminder to everybody out there is that, purchase your tickets online. It's always a bit of a challenge, teething problems, but I think, the last couple of games it's worked well. So if you've purchased tickets before online, basically your details are there. And it's just a matter of purchasing, you've registered already. So the process is a lot easier than that.
So you're basically a user on Fixer. Once you're a user, you just go back, log into your account, and look. And of course, the QR code is on the poster. So folks actually just need to scan the code.
100%. So purchase your tickets, purchase your parking ticket beforehand. I think, like I said earlier on, this is the way to go for next year. This is something that we're looking at. It's going to help clubs. It helped us a lot. And we've taken a lot from it in terms of, being able to sell tickets early, night before. Most of our parking is sold beforehand. So if you need parking, make sure you book it early.
Yeah, Jerome, did you buy your ticket online?
Fortunately, I got tickets.
Okay, you got tickets in advance for
the
did the club rugby guys give you tickets, VIP and all that, special tickets?
Special, like you got the same tickets.
Well, it's right, folks, and that's a reminder for you. All tickets are, of course, available online on Fixer. It's fixr.co.za. You can buy your tickets online, and of course, you can look out for the posters from Western Province Rugby with a QR code on it, and just scan the code and you go straight into the link that you need to buy your tickets on. Of course, that's coming up then this weekend. It's in the women's final starting at 12 o'clock on Saturday. Belleville up against Brackenfell. And then, of course, Super League B and C playoffs. That's Goodwood up against Strand. And then at 3 p.m., we see Franshoek take on SK Warmers to see who's going to get promoted up to Super League A and relegated down to Super League B. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll carry on talking club rugby. Back in a sec.